Hello, guys. Alright, currently tuning the volume here. Hi, for those who are watching, can you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice? Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Balancing between the media voice, the video voice, the stream audio, and my speaking voice. So please voice up if the imbalance is there, or if I wasn't too loud, or if you can't hear what I'm trying to speak, please speak up as well. Hopefully this is it. Right. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to the letter from the producer live part 85, which is the unofficial interpretation stream for the segment. My name is Luna Minori, and I'll be your unofficial translator and interpreter for the segment today. And yep, this seems to be fine. The stream is going on nicely here. But please let me know if it's too loud or too soft. Ready? Good? Oh, okay. The chat apparently seems to load in huge amount right now. Yes, you can hear? Okay, nice. Very good. Alright, I'm trying to tune down the media voice a bit, the video voice, so that it's not too loud for you. Just a little bit more. Loud and clear? Okay. Right, I will be maintaining this setting, but please let me know if I'm too soft or the stream audio is too loud, so that I can adjust it here and there. And welcome, it's been a while. I would like to apologize to my viewers as well for not being able to attend the previous one because I was down with COVID. So yeah, now that this is a new one, year 2015, and therefore a completely new layout, as well as new stream and all. Yeah, hopefully, you'll be with us until the end of the show. Oh, thank you. I apologize. Sorry, it's just a habit here. Yeah. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing very fine, mighty fine. Although I was down with sickness again last week, and I just recovered. Throughout the segment, you will be hearing me coughing, either frequently or once in a while. I don't know. Probably, hopefully, I won't be coughing too much because I just recovered from sickness as well. Yep. Yeah, my throat is doing fine. So if everything seems loud and clear to you, that's all fine and dandy. Hopefully, you will stick with us, me and Miona's transition until the end of the show. And we have 5 minutes left for the letter from the producer live 85. So sit back and enjoy your stay. Yep. Please, you're free to leave me a comment or anything that you would like to check about. Anything to speak up, then I will be I'll be answering your inquiries and everything, your comments, until the show starts. Oh my god. It seems that the chat window doesn't really load instantaneously. It seems to load really slow. Okay, let's see. Right. Please don't strain yourself. Yeah, I'm not straining myself actually. Pretty relaxed. I just came back from work Well, although I'm working at home, so I'm not really like came back from work. I just my work is just done, so pretty much free from there on. You finish your nursing training. Oh, Exilis Eterna. Yeah, congratulations. Hopefully you'll be a wonderful nurse. Hopefully things will be getting better for you in the future. And please don't work yourself too hard once you become a nurse or something. Yeah. Keep hydrated, bro. Look after yourself. Yeah. I had a cup of water beside me, so I don't think I will be dehydrated. No worries about it. Yeah. Allow me to get something. Wait a minute. And going on. This should be. There we go. And then having set my window here and here. There we go. There we go. Yep. There I wouldn't be missing all the comments here and there. Should be fine now. Just have to adjust it better. Right. Yep, done. Already am good to go. Sorry, I was just adjusting my window because apparently I couldn't really keep track of the comments that are flowing around. So if you have any questions, inquiries, or anything, you can ask now. But once the stream, once the producer from the Letter Life starts, I will be switching to interpretation mode, so I won't be able to answer your queries. So please be noted. Patch 7.2, something up and everything. Discord ready and everything good to go. We have 1 minute left for the show, so if you are anything, just sit back and enjoy. Yep. There's no need to do anything. Just keep your seat warm, and we shall begin in a minute. Right, entering interpretation mode now. Right, good evening, everyone. Well, welcome to the 85 of the producer of the Later Life. Yes, this is director and producer of Final Fantasy 14, Naoki Yoshida. Now, currently it's 8 p.m. in Japan right now. Yep, sharp. And so this stream is going on, and once everything is going on, nothing will be able to stop us now. So this will be the environment that you guys are watching at. So hopefully you will bear with us. And then followed by hello here, I'm Foxclon, the one of the assistant for with Yoshipi for the producer of the Letter Life. Apparently the blinds in the background are starting to wear down, and they're commenting about how the stream is getting stable. Oh, Levi. All right. I'll be tuning my stream for a bit. Okay. Hopefully this is clear enough for you. Right? Okay, let's go. Right, so this is the part 1 for the Letter of the Later Life. So we will be doing the part 1 of the feature it. So everything about patch 7.2 is already assembled. So what's left is just debugging and bug checking. So the base implementation of all the content for the patches is already done. And then what's left will be more checks and debugging on the high difficulty content like Savage content for Yoshi. And there will be 80 hours worth of for director check for patch 7.2. Yeah, he's looking forward to it. Quote, looking forward to it. 80 hours worth, so... Yep, he might be also skipping all the meetings and probably meetups because he will be swamped with work. Although there's no in-game footage for today, and they don't plan to prepare anything in-game for demonstration for today, but there will be a lot of screenshots. And Foxclone is reading all the string comments, and all the scream comments are kind of like being envious about Yoshi-P's work because he gets to enjoy all the content in patch 7.2. Yeah, you will have to do all the checks for that. Yeah, and he's describing his experience in working on the director check, like going into the content alone, then you will check here and check there, and find out, was this fixed? Was this already revised? And then etc. A bit lonely though, yeah. Although, there are string comments that say that, I want to help out in the director checks as well. Yoshi P is definitely welcoming that. If you are interested in trying to work for Square Enix and work for Yoshi P, please go to the careers page, Square Enix careers page, and apply. If you are capable, that is. Alright, with that, we are moving on to the meat of the content. Oh. Now we will have the patch artwork. Some string comments are commenting that is this Persona? Well, it's not really Persona, but kind of like there. But I can understand that people are getting a Persona feeling from it. So, the patch title for patch 7.2 will be Seekers of Eternity. But yeah, although the atmosphere is very different here, but that is definitely intended and what they are trying to aim for. So the themes that they are trying to tackle since the start of 7.0 will and 7.1, will manifest here. It's not just the elements that you will be looking at that from the main story, but also other contents, like side quests and so on. You'll be able to find various of that theme being discussed about. Oh. It's like a voice volume changes constantly from extremely loud to extremely quiet. Okay. That's kind of weird. Okay. Okay. Right. Hopefully this is getting clearer. I'm not moving away from my mic. I have always been speaking with this kind of volume here, but I will try to raise it and speak louder from now. Okay. Anyway, what you're looking at, these monitors are not just limited to the main scenario quest, but also applies to other content like Savage and Reading and any other contents as well that's related to the tutorial. Yeah, the scenario team came up with the idea of showing multiple monitors in the artwork, and the artists were thought this is actually a good idea, but the scenario team didn't actually expect that the effort the artwork team would have actually put into this. So yeah. So in the initial sketch there were actually more like monitor kind of expression there, but they couldn't fit it all, so they tried to arrange things here and there. Yes, it's clear. Okay, thank you. If there's anything, please voice out. I will adjust myself further. Hopefully, it will be clear to you. Probably we will definitely need our voice director somewhere. Initially, it's actually Hiroshi. Yeah. And apparently, Hiroshi is not really seen in the patch artwork. Anyway, the patch release date will be releasing in late March 2025. It's somewhat around 2 months from now. And everyone is doing their best, flip-flopping here and there, trying to get the patch assembled and done. Before the release of patch 7.2, there will be a release for patch 7.18. The content for patch 7.18 will include something like the uncap for the tomestones that you're earning right now. Yeah, lifting the restrictions and everything. And because of that, you are free to do your last minute leveling up for your sub jobs. Yeah. The patch 7.18 will be released at the 25th of February. And apparently, Yoshipi made a mistake of saying 1.18 instead of 7.18. Yeah, and that's why they were quite flustered, because this is no longer the legacy version of Final Fantasy XIV. It's Dawn Trail. So, so 25th of February, we'll see the release of patch 7.18. Apparently, there's an announcement regarding the so-called third-party plugin for player scope. And since Yoshipi has already made an announcement regarding how the player ID was already exposed in the game, this will be accompanied with English translation from Foxconn, so please take a listen. I won't be translating this part, and Foxconn will be provide the translation for you. So, enjoy. You are encouraged to actually turn on the original stream. I'm aware, because I already tuned the audio from the PL from my side to the lowest, so you can't really listen the audio. You will have to turn on another. You have to open a new window, and Okay, basically, what Foxclon is saying here is that while the ID of the player is actually a public information where people can scour it and make third-party tools in it, please be assured that the player ID does not mean that your Square Enix account will be exposed as well. So there's no risk of having your real name as well as other data like your credit card information, everything exposed. Yes, it's correct. He's talking about the player scope plugin. Yes. And since Yoshipi actually created an announcement in the Lodestone, Yoshipi is also taking this chance to address it on the stream. So what this tool will what they kind of like the ID that was used to create third-party tools is that it will create some sort of consolidation where you can get to see your main account as well as the alternate account that's associated with your account ID. But that's the only info that will be available. But please be very, very, very clear that the account ID does not contain information about your real name, your address, and any other like critical information that is included in the account, in that account ID. And because of this, they are already starting to move out and revamp and to revise the current blacklist and what do you call that, the block list feature, but they won't be revealing a lot of details about it. And currently, he is actually explaining on the technicalities of the blacklist and block list. However, they won't be able to do it now, or they won't be giving you too many information. You just need to know that they are currently moving out to make a revision on the matter. Can you actually hear the stream that's going on? Oh, no? That's kind of weird. That's kind of...
However, we want to keep the same level of the blacklist function. However, we want to
please skip
some
watching out.
Countermeasure to it. So we are taking measure starting with the patch.
Oh, but you can't hear the
7.2.
stream
So
audio.
please wait for some more time until
anyway.
7.2, and then again, please rest assured that you are personal information or being information are anyway safe. Yeah. So, and then also we are saying this every time, but please keep distance from the illegal third party toll. Yeah. Thank you very much.
まあなのでやっぱりこう詳細がわからない方はさっきね気にしなくていいって言い方しましたけど、必要以上に不安になられなくても大丈夫です。ちゃんと対応はしていきますというところをご理解いただければそれで大丈夫なので、こうなんていうんですか、わからないからこそ不安だとは思うんですけど、この辺の仕組みを全部説明すると、めちゃくちゃ長くなっちゃうのと危険でもあるので。
Yeah, so if you are not familiar with what we are talking about now, up until now, I mean, you do not need to be worried too much. So, I mean, because learning the very single bit of the detail about this, what is happening is, I mean, taking a quite long time. And also it is, I mean, you are stepping into the danger zone. So, I mean, you don't need to...
Just seem to repeat what you have translated. Yep, like I said.
You don't need to be worried too
Yep.
much.
はい。
Live
というわけで
extension.
対応を進めてまいりますので、ぜひあとはくれぐれも重ねてではあるんですけど、よくわからないツールとか、そういったものはぜひご使用にならないように重ねてお願い申し上げます。
はい。So to make summary.
Anyway, back to the interpretation here. Yeah, I kind of echo Foxconn's statement. If you are encountering any third-party tools that you have no idea what it is about and all that, please do not use them. And of course, as a repeat from Square Enix many times already, and Yoshipi many times already, throughout the 10 years, please do not use third-party tools if you can help it. Thank you. The usual, please do not use plugins. Anyway, this concludes the explanation on the Player Scope plugin that is going around on the internet lately. Anyway, please do not use the tools. And to summarize, Square Enix knows, Yoshipi knows, Foxconn knows. They already made an announcement. They can't really divulge too many information about what the tool is about or what they are going to do, and too many details about this. But they want to keep you, they want you to be, not worried too much about things. They want to keep you rest assured. Yeah, so which is why they are currently making this explanation right now. Anyway, back to the screenshots. We have Yoshitora and a very determined Grahatia. What's it going to mean, I wonder? And obviously something is going on. With the third screenshot. Oh, a scary one. And Yoshipi says, please pay attention to the facial acting and everything from now on. And we want you to look forward to what's to come for 7.2. And of course, the usual, they are doing a lot of things for 7.2 this time. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of new facial expressions, so This also includes the facial acting from the actors as well. So yeah, they are doing quite a lot of things for 7.2. And one more new screenshot. What is this? I wonder. There's a lot of things that we do not know, we do not understand. It seems like Bahamut might even come up from this one. No, they are not talking about Bahamut. The Bahamut doesn't come from this. It's just his remark. It feels as if Bahamut might be included in this. Concerning. There will be new characters for patch 7.2 as well, but we do not know who they are until the patch comes in. So please look forward to it. Yeah, reminds you of Asahi, isn't it? For all that facial expression acting and all that. And we will have a new LXXXV quest, Mamuja. And if you have difficulties trying to determine or trying to know which Mamuja is who, you have no idea who is who, please take the chance to play this new LXXXV quest and find it out yourself. Another new screenshot. It looks like we have a lot of comments for it too. The new Allied Society quest will be for gatherers. And it seems there might be players out there who have been waiting for this for a while now. And we will have one more new screenshot. Where you definitely see this in some of the side quests as well. So this will make an appearance in the new Allied Society quest. The Gatherer is under what? Disciple of Land, isn't it? I think. Looking at the string comments, is thank you very much, and all that. Well, we definitely are done with the prologue for now, so the new inconceivably further Hildibrand adventures will continue. Yeah, and you'll be wondering what the hell is this guy's issue here, so... And there will be a new meaty content in it, so yeah. Although... there's another screenshot that is recommended, or actually sort of like there was an idea from the screenshot team about showing a screenshot here, but apparently it was a bit too spoilerish, so that screenshot won't be shown. Yep, apparently this Hildibrand content is getting more and more ridiculous. Another ridiculous one, so please look forward to it. It feels like this screenshot is being made in a portrait mode or something. And you're wondering what prompts them to actually attach this kind of filter in it. So you have to play the content to find out. Yeah, it seems that the team, the team that is handling this side quest, seems to be very challenged and wants to do things that surpass what they did before. So we can play the content and find out whether they have actually achieved this objective or not. Moving on to the next. Although this is a short story, yeah, apparently there is a new Cornservant side quest event. It seems to be pretty popular, so although it's a little bit too fast, I mean, wow, it's just 2 patches. Suddenly you're meeting him again. And there are a lot of fan art from non-Japanese artists that draw a lot of Cornservant, so it seems to be popular beyond Japan too. So they are making another short story for your enjoyment. So if you are interested, please check it out. Yeah, and the dev, yeah, it seems that there are many artworks of this little guy on social media, and the dev team really enjoy them. And we will move on to more new content. And when it comes to new content, a new summary. Oh no, we have new elegant tomestones to get. Since this is an event patch. Yep, new tombstone that you might not be too keen with. Yeah, elegant tomestones or mathematics. So you might have something happen when you are exchanging equipments with elegant tombstone or mathematics, like please state out what is an even number, and if you fail to state an even number, you might not be able to exchange equipments with it. Maybe. Oh yeah, prime numbers, not even numbers, sorry. Yep. When you go exchange equipments with elegant tombstones or mathematics, please make sure that you know your prime numbers. By the way, this is a joke, so please don't take it seriously. Yep. Oh no, more math. And the next will be duty support. Duty support has been an addition thing from patches to patches. So they are going to add. They're going to support this particular feature further by adding the Sunken Temple of Khan. So Yoshi and Foxclone are reminiscing about the time where they were developing Sunken Temple of Khan. Apparently, there's a lot of kind of like ridiculous. There's a lot of those ridiculous suggestions and ideas about how to create the dungeon and all that. I wonder what kind of ideas and suggestions were made by the dev teams at the time, I guess. Yeah, and it's quite ridiculous to see the death sentence appearing in the low level dungeon. Yeah, seems to be pretty ridiculous back then. So yeah, anyway, to summarize, is that compared to other dungeons, this one is a little different. on the dungeon gimmicks because thinking back on the time where they actually developed the dungeon, it's like there were a lot of scary beasts and even doom, death sentence. On cleans, they have to clean the death sentence from the pen by stepping on the panel. It's a bit ridiculous to have a mechanic such as doom or death sentence to be in such a low level dungeon for Final Fantasy, etc., etc. Anyway, moving on, there will be new PvP updates. PvP Series 8 will begin in patch 7.2. Yoshi-P is a little bit confused right now. He's supposed to be confirming on the content for patch 7.2. And Yoshi-P is very aware of a lot of players' feedback that they want to exchange a lot of PvP rewards that were missing from the exchange NPC exchange right now. So they are going to add it in. There will be PvP action adjustments, several new PvP actions added too. Yeah, so for those who are sending feedbacks for the dev to add rewards from past PvP series and make it obtainable, congratulations! It seems that you'll be getting your wish for patch 7.2. And there's a lot of changes for the front line secure with new rules, new gameplay mechanics, gimmicks, and all that. It seems that there are a lot of revamps and adjustments for it, so you can look forward for it. So one new gimmick that is going to be added to front line is, as you can see in the screenshot, that this is undoubtedly elegant. Does this kind of jig your mind? One more new screenshot. And one more new screenshot. Does this feel nostalgic for you? Does this feel nostalgic to you? Yep. This is going to be for a new frontline. And hopefully this will make you excited for what's to come for PvP Series 8. Although there will be PvP adjustments for actions, for jobs, obviously there will be adjustments for actions and potencies for PvE side as well. So please don't think that this is only for PvP. It's going to for PvE as well. And the new dungeon is called the Underkeep. And Underkeep is quite an easy to pronounce name for them. And please don't take the name as hinting something. There's no spoilers in it. So Underkeep is Underkeep. And we hope that this screenshot will give you a lot of room for imagination and lets you imagine what's going to happen in this dungeon. And one more new screenshot. Does this feel familiar to you? when Yoshipi looks at it, he thinks that, when I'm looking at this, he actually says this. When I'm looking at this scenery, I was just wondering what kind of lifestyle did they, what kind of lifestyle did they had for this before this dungeon became what it is today? What are these items used for, and so on and so on. And isn't this used for dance hall? So if you pay attention to it, you'll see that there are many small boxes that were placed outside the dance arena. Those kind of little boxes that are stacking up itself. That was actually placed after the sundering, and not the sundering. That was after the castle has been destroyed. So it's an aftermath thingy. Yeah, so a little hint of lore for you. So to summarize that, the screenshot that is shown here is clearly a dance hall. But if you are seeing all those boxes on the outside of the dance hall, those are actually placed at the later date, at a later point of the history. It is not sure, it's known when. When you are done with the dungeon, maybe you would like to go back to that point and maybe dance there. Who knows? And another new screenshot. Yeah, they are currently at the final adjustments for this dungeon. Working very earnestly on it. Oh, it seems that this is familiar to some of the players. Maybe FF9 players, I guess. This will be the new dungeon for patch 7.2. In Japanese, they call it instance dungeons. So with 7.2 comes a new raid here. But it seems that there is a lot of cute elements in the screenshot for a new raid. So yeah, the name for the new raid will be Cruiserweight tier. Yep. This will be for normal and savage. There are a lot of cute things in the screenshot. I wonder why. So there was kind of like fan fiction made by the fans about Brute Bomber. Apparently, he may look to be very rude or crass when fighting with you, but outside of that, he might be someone who is actually very kind and a very kind person. And imagine a scenario where there are many cats and animals going near Brute Bomber, and Brute Bomber is like, "Oh, here, kitty, kitty, nice. You're really cute, and play with them." And all that. And Yoshimi commented that this kind of fan fiction is only a fiction where only people from the 80s and 90s will understand that. So it's kind of old kind of, old type of fan fiction here. Yeah, so when you look at the screenshot, is that then you have new cute kittens surrounding Brute Bomber. So I wonder what's going on in that. So another new screenshot. Seems that there's another new type of smart girl created to diss you or trying to provoke you into something. Yeah. Holding some sort of spray. So Yoshi P is greatly interested in the players' reaction to this new raid. As in, including the story, the mechanics, and so on. He's looking forward to your reactions on the matter. So, to this character that is shown in the screenshot, she has her own type of charm that may or may not be relatable to the players around the scene. So, yeah. One more new screenshot. This is actually a map. Yep. The new screenshot here is actually a map. What kind of map? Probably one of the stages. A dance hall. Saturday Night Fever. And you can see the disco ball is actually lowered. Yoshipi is hinting that there might be some mechanics where there is some sort of a floor step that you shouldn't be stepping on. And there's also something that may provoke you or trying to throw you. So you must be very careful in dealing with the mechanic. There's a lot of questions that you can think of about this screenshot, like, what is this like that is outside the arena? What kind of audience will we have outside the arena? And so on, and so on, and so on. Yeah, the dastardly tiles, that's it. Yeah, there might be some floor tiles that you should be stepping on, and floor tiles that you shouldn't be stepping on. Yeah, one more thing is that there's going to be a new narrator for these raids too. Yeah, a bit and more teasing than last time, and designed to actually flare things up more so than before. So if you enjoy the announcer from the previous raid, he will be making his appearance again, hopefully. There are some flaws that you might not be might not want to step. There might be even some lights that shoots lasers. Some lights are off. They'll be light up during the fight, etc., etc., etc. You might be even able to imagine that there's going to be a Saturday Night Fever kind of elements here and there. Yeah. Imagine that when you're stepping in this floor tile and Metem will go like, "Oh, fever time!" etc., etc. Yeah. So whatever it is, these here are just sort of like hints, and flare, just some sort of hints and things that will things that are designed to flare your emotions up. So you're free to imagine it before patch 7.2 comes. Yep. There will be a lot of map gimmicks in this raid series again, and there are many speedy fights in this raid series as well. Not saying that it's on this map, but there will be one that has kind of like high tempo and high pace. The next one will be the screenshot for the new trial. So the new trial is called Recollection, but the boss is called Zerenia. So you might be wondering what boss is this. Just to let you know that you only have screenshots this time. Only screenshots. A standoff with a robotic kind of boss. So, although Foxconn is sort of commenting that this boss might look a little bit small, but Yoshibe says, maybe, not quite. Yeah. But one thing he can say that this boss is very cool. Apparently, there was this new mechanic for the battle that is described as having a lot of things that will knock you back. You know, the kind of curve, the indicators or when during the mechanic there will be indicators that says that you will be pushed back to that particular tile, and you need to position yourself so that they can push you back to the particular tiles and whatnot. It create the complications of that particular mechanic created sort of bug or a visual indicator that players may have a lot of troubles in it. It seems has been fixed, so yeah, you might not be able to see that kind of mechanic anymore when it's actually released. But yeah, he's just commenting about the new mechanics that will appear in this particular trial. Although it's a little bit hard to understand what I'm trying to say here, because it's already been fixed, so you won't be able to see in the game anymore. So this trial is created where the hardest mode, as in the extreme mode, of it has been created. Then for normal mode, they will shift off the extreme mechanics and make it simplified for normal mode instead. We play tested this last week, and with a mechanic that we designed, it made the floor look really dent for some of our testers, while it actually wasn't. That was something we had to fix. While it might have been a personal feeling, it would definitely show some of the players off. So maybe I can bring some screenshots during the part 2 of a PLL so that you can understand what I'm trying to say here. This is summary from the remarks that was said just now by Yoshipi. We have only tested the normal mode for this trial so far, and it was a little bit too difficult, so we are taking some mechanics out of it. Yeah, and if you're wondering what this two little funnel thing that's above her head, there might be something to do with the fight. Yeah. Anyway, new screenshot will be the Unreal trial for Hell's Gear Unreal. Remember there is a DDR Dance Revolution mechanic. Yeah, it's making a comeback. So. Yeah, you might remember that there's a lot of some funky things where, especially to monks, where when they try to come up with LB3, but during that particular phase itself, the arena, the middle of the arena was actually a hole. So when monks use LB3, they ended up falling off from the platform and all that. Yeah, so it's a trial with quite a rich history back then. Yep. Yep, and they were reminiscing further about how you have to pay attention to outside of the arena where there are several elements. Whether it rotates slowly, then you have to do your mechanics according to what's actually shown outside the arena and so on. As well as a voice acting by Crow. The voice actress for Crow, the Japanese version, which is Nanjo Yoshino. Yep. So it's a trial fight with quite a rich history back then. So they are including other contents like PvE adjustments, not PvP but PvE. But before we delve into further about this, we will have a short time break. Yeah. So in part 2, we will talk about more big new contents. And thus, we are going to enter a break soon. There will be 15 minutes break from now on. The stream will resume at 9:20 Japan time. So 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes. So during the break, they will play a sequence of videos. The sequence of videos will include the memories they had. The videos they covered last year's event, Tokyo Game Show, and the time where Yoshi P flew to Melbourne. And events that happened back during October and November. Primus concert in Yokohama, Korean FanFest, the concert in Saudi Arabia, and so on. So yeah, if you are interested, please stay back and give it a watch. Yeah, the Korean FanFest was quite stressful for Yoshida. He had to flew from Melbourne for this. So with that said, yep, we are entering the break segment, so enjoy.
げたいですね。
Did you enjoy your adventure?
السيدات والسادة، سوف يبدأ عرض Echoes of Eorzea, a decade of Final Fantasy XIV in Symphony بعد قليل. Ladies and gentlemen, Echoes of Eorzea, a decade of Final Fantasy XIV in Symphony will begin soon.
All right, another audio test. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Yeah, just wondering. Can you hear me? Please let me know if you are audio good. Can? Not the music? Good. Yeah. Still very new to this volume adjustments and all that. Okay, is the audio soft enough to not overtake my audio?
はい、戻ってまいりました。第85回ファイナルファンタジー14プロデューサーレターライブをお送りしております。
Okay, we are back from... Yeah, the BGM great. Yes, nice. Thank you. Right, so I shall resume interpreting for the segment. Good balance. Thank you.
見れたんですが、無情にもですね、こっち側からあと45秒ですっていうアナウンスがでですね、いや無理やろっていう。
So back to
そうですね。
the whole thing. Yeah, there are actually more videos to be shown, but it's gonna take 45 minutes in total, and they do not have the time for it, so they are coming back here now.
キーワードは一番頭が痛いです。
そうですよね。
I wouldn't mind a touch louder on the BG. I think I will just retain the settings because what might be okay to you
さようでございます。
doesn't really apply to others as well. So yeah, I'm trying to be, balance the volume for everyone. Yeah.
場所がねえのよ。
Yeah, seeing the FanFest keyword right now is giving me a headache. Oh.
本当に。
Yeah.
そうなの。
And it's really difficult. Really difficult finding a location for FanFest. Yeah.
ないの。
Yeah, and
叫びです。
yeah, it seems like Foxclone and Yoshi P is experiencing what they call a PTSD on looking for locations in FanFest, yeah.
まあ数万人収容で皆さんね移動スペース確保してとかっていうことにやっぱりどうしてもねならないので。
So yeah, they will have to actually go scout through the entire Japan, the event in Japan, so if they don't scout everything, they couldn't be they won't be able to plan the logistics and everything that's required to run the event. And they wanted to get big site. You think Tokyo big site is easy to get? Tokyo big site is not easy to get. They are not available for us to grab.
そうそうそう。
いらっしゃるから、やっぱりこうドーム公演とかね、広いやっぱりスタンドを借りてみたいなで、これまあ我々イベントもやらせていただいてるからそうなんですけど、やっぱその2日だけ借りればいいってわけじゃないんですよね。そうなんです。
So yeah, this whole event thingy is that it's not that they want to host the event they can't just host the event and say, oh, we want to host FanFest, let's just do it there. They can't just simply just say it because they need to do some planning, they need to plan, and before they even get to execute their plan, they need to get the venue first. And renting a venue is just easier said than done because they want the date that they decide to get the event hall might not be compatible with the plans they go with it. And there's a lot of back and forth planning that needs to be changed here and there. Yeah, and some things need to be changed on the fly in order to accommodate the events that they are trying to plan. So that there's a lot of planning, a lot of changes, and a lot of come ahead to be done before they actually decide that the FanFest is going to be held. Yeah, so they are describing the difficulties and as well as the challenges that they need to face when trying to host a FanFest and a venue for people to attend. And once they set up, get the venue, they need to plan how many people they can actually allow the visitors to go, and how much the venue, even the event venue is allocated to them, is allowed to them before they can do it. Yeah. So to summarize, the conversation Yoshipi and Foxconn had here is that, yeah, seeing the FanFest keyword here now gives me a headache. It's so difficult to find a location. There's no space at all. You don't win the lottery. Yes, you goers, for you to win the lottery ticket, you're just trying to find big venues. You can just say, oh, just go to Sapporo instead. Yeah, you think we can just go to Sapporo and just get the venue for you? No, we want to get a venue for Sapporo, but they are all booked out. And it's not enough that we booked the venue for 2 days. We had to get all the stages built. We need to do rehearsal. And FanFest usually ends in the evening, so we likely need the day for after as well. Have to pack up, have to make sure that the tables and chairs that we rent for the event are put back in place. And all for the attendees that we obviously want to have, the event during a weekend. And we also have to consider the weather condition, accommodation, and so on. We also need to adjust it to development schedules. But unless we have the venues booked, we can't announce any dates for now. So that's what every Final Fantasy 14 team globally is discussing right now. But, watching the FanFest clips really gets me hyped for them. And it's pretty interesting to see how every region also has a long fall dance during the event as well. So, yeah. So even for even for FanFest in Korea, it's like, they get to have the creative freedom to do what they want, but the OCP always has a condition for that. If you want to do it properly, that's that stuff. Yeah, and when our Japanese team sees the quality of the dance that other global teams have, they all get stressed out because they need to improve a lot. And you even get to Saudi Arabia. Yeah. And Yoshipi actually saw the comment saying that, all of the people, Yoshipi looks like a rich oil baron in the end, but just, although this is a joke, but please take note that not everyone in Saudi Arabia is rich. Obviously. Captain Obvious. So, Yoshipi and Foxconn is commenting about how they are happy that their game is very well received all over the world, that even the countries like Saudi Arabia are celebrating the game, and they get to be, the part of the celebration, and it's an honor for them to attend. Yeah. So watching part of that video part, you see that there's an Aether light that's set up, in all of the events, and whenever there's this Aether light set up in one of their events, there's always a lot of people, extend their hand, trying to reach out and tune to the Aether light. So yeah, it's a very interesting sight to see.
というわけ
Yeah.
で、こんな振り返りをしている間に皆さんお手洗いに行かれました。
So yeah, we are back to the segment, and hopefully you guys are well rested, and you went to toilet,
として参ろう。
did some stuff there. Hopefully that's done, and you are comfortable in watching, continuing this live letter,
繋いだはずだった
and we will continue the segment very soon.
つもりだったんですね。では、改めて後半戦はですね。
So yep, going back to the main show, we are going on to the second half of the segment.
エクスプローラーと、蜃気楼の島、クレセントアイルを2つ。
So we are going to look further into a Crescent Tower as well as the new cosmic exploration. So first of all,
エクスプローラー。はい。
in Japan, this content is called Cosmo Explorer, but in English it's called Cosmic Exploration.
なんかちょっと開拓だとなんかこういろんな意味が詰まりすぎてるのと無人島開拓のイメージが。
ああ、確かに。
So when it comes to exploration, most of Final Fantasy players have a lot of ideas in their head, and some players might even associate that kind of image to Island Sanctuary.
全部言ってから気づきましたね。
はい。
So,
というわけで
however,
これはまあコンセプトアートという形になって。
what is actually shown on and the screenshot right now, what is shown in the stream right now is actually the concept artwork for this particular content.
おりますが、ではまずパワーポイント進めていただいて、はい。
And now we are going to
なんぞや
understand what cosmic exploration entails.
ワールド単位でワールドにいらっしゃる皆さんで
So we had a different name for this in development, sort of along the lines of planetary cultivation,
調査、
but that would also give too much of an island feeling. Yeah. So back to
新たな
the explanation.
クラフター向け
So the concept of this cosmic exploration is to collaborate with players from your world as you explore the cosmos in this new activity designed for crafters and gatherers. So it is a major content for crafters and gatherers.
経験もいろいろしております。まあ、あの時は割と途中でというか序盤から、
はい
これはハウジングエリアになるなみたいな、
はいはい。
まあ、絵的な変化っていうのがどうしてもねゴールが見えやすかったと思うんですけど、今回ちょっと絵代わりとかも含めて、あとあの時いただいたフィードバックも含め、
はい。
いろいろ
So
やっております。でこちらは
anyway, as you actually, as this particular content is for crafters and gatherers, they also designed this content with the consideration of feedback that they got back during Island Sanctuary. And thus, this cosmic exploration is a reflection of all of the feedbacks that were received in the past.
絵が変わる
Discover a new star right for exploration in each major patch of the 7.x patch series.
終わらせろよ。
そうですね。ここをやり尽くしたから次、さあ次みたいな感じで、やっていただく。
So this will be progressive content.
スクリーンショットを見
Yep, where you
て評価と
have series of things that you do in one particular area, and once you are done in this particular area, you move on to the next and do more.
第一に立つ。
So new screenshots.
はい。
Mm.
まだ探索しておりません。
This is a state. The one that you're looking at the screenshot right now is a state where nothing has been explored as of now. It's basically a vast empty land.
なんとかしましょうみたいな。こっからっていう
えらいもん引き口。
This is how it looks like in the beginning. Nothing for you. Nothing has been explored yet. You are standing in a vast land of emptiness.
月より遠いんじゃないか。
星はでかいですね。
小さいぞ。うちの庭じゃんって言ってる人がいる。こんな広大な庭をお持ちなんです
And there is some stream comments joking about how this looks like his garden. Like, does your garden look like that?
こちらがですね、
Yeah.
はい。
次、まあこういった場所もね、もちろん
Of course,
ございます。
as you explore further, you get to encounter places like what you're looking in the screenshot right now. What you're looking at the screen right now, sorry. Yeah.
でギャザラーの皆さんとかだと、はい、何が取れるのかなっていう。
So for gatherers, you'll be wondering what kind of materials you'll be able to gather from this particular area. Maybe some peculiar looking mushrooms? Maybe something else? Of course, this is just Captain Obvious here. Of course, it is a different vegetation than what you have on Earth. Yeah, so when it comes to this particular area, you'll be wondering, yeah, what kind of things that you can dig up? Obviously, you can dig things from here. This planet is huge. The moon is huge. So, and this is a cosmic exploration. And you get to see something at the back as well. Something reddish. Yeah. So, what are you going to do in this particular area? It's a very simple thing. Okay, nurture the development of planets by completing missions and events as a community.
まあそりゃわかるよ。はい。まあシンプルです。シンプルです。うん。そうですね。はい。素材を取っていただき、はい。物を作って、いろんなものを建設していこうじゃないかということですよね。じゃあ、はい。まあ
So, obviously, it's a simple action of gather stuff, and then take the stuff that you gather, you create the stuff as required by the game.
エクスプロールされていくのかをちょっとだだっとご紹介いただけるスクリーンショットでまとめていってるので、ゆっくり1枚ずつ見ていきましょうか。
So, this taking that what you have actually looked at the screen right now, we will do some bits and even more in-depth exploration on the matter. So how are we building things and how do we develop this planet begins here. So you're looking at the screenshot where this is a one watt of land, one watt of empty land. This is one land. And of course, with this land, there's nothing. So once you complete various missions and events as required from the game, you get to... And first of all, obviously, you need to create a base of operations for you to, move back and forth, by when completing missions and whatnot. Yeah. And when the stream asks, is there any oxygen around here? Oxygen, you say? So once you gather all the materials as well as the crafting, once you craft stuff that is required from the game, and once you develop your base further, it will look like this in the screenshot. And from that, obviously, we are going to build a base. And we are going to expand our base further. Some of these buildings look like you can enter, and yeah, you can see that there's some interesting looking gates at the back there.
奥の方になんか見えますね、ゲート。
はい。
And you
さっ
can
きご覧いただいた
and you can see the gate at the back there, right?
広い
あ
のですよ。こちらは。
はいはいはい。
なので移動手段を作ろうということです。次と
You can use
プライン
this gate
あ
that you are seeing looking at the new screenshot right now as a means of teleporting
ここに見える
from places to places.
バーチャー
Since this is a very wide space, we need methods of transportation.
で来るのと戻ってくるのがありますね。
あ、そういうことですね。確かに。
はい。
緑と赤と。
And you see that there's this green color and red color thing, right? Yeah.
なので
One is to go and one is to come back.
上げながら、まあ、ちょっと次見ていただくと
なるほどね。
And once create the gate and enhance things further, it will look like the ones you're looking at the screenshot right
こ
now.
のスクリーンショッ
You
ト
get to move like this.
奥の方を見てくださいよ。
そうですね。はいはいはい。
左の奥にもまだジップラインあるじゃないですか。
あ、本当だ。
で右にもありますよ、ジップライン。
あらららら。
And you can see that, there's actually a gate at the back
だから
and another gate thingy at the right.
みんなで作っていきましょう。
There are zip lines at the back left and to the right as well.
なので
Yeah, and for your information, all of these gates have to be built.
形状を発展していくのかというか、
The placement that what you see in the screenshot is just an example.
楽しんでいただけたらなと思ってます。
はい。
なんかね、今日 UI 全部チェックしてた。わあ、いろんな UI をお見せすると、どんなミッションがあるのかが想像つくですよね。
確かに確か
そうよね。あるよね。
So yeah, Yoshi has just conducted checks on the UI today, but showing you the UI will just tell you that what kind of missions that you are generally going to make, and yeah, obviously that's not going to be the feature for today. So they're not going to show the screenshot of the UI.
さすがに寝泊まりするところもないと。
Of course, as you are trying to explore explore this vast empty land, you need a base of operations and you also need a place to sleep, of course.
手長型の居住スペースというか。
So consider this kind of places that you build are places where you get to some sort of a bunker,
なので、まあ、できれば
yeah, where you can go in and out,
つつ歩いて
sleep, eat.
はい
Mm. But do take note that not all of these containers can be entered. You can't enter all of the containers here. So some of them you can enter, some of them you can't. More new
そうですね。
new screenshot and some of them, specifically nice looking zip lines.
一つ MMO らしく
うん。
やっていただこうかなというところが今回大きな要素なので、まあ、前回個人島では一人一人に個人島をお渡ししてっていう形でしたけど、
うん
今回は全体で
みんなで。
いろいろ、はい、
So yeah, this is roughly the basic gist of what cosmic exploration is. Previously, you're doing creating and building things alone in Island Sanctuary, but in cosmic exploration, this will involve the entire community.
まあ、これクエストにも絡んでくるんで、
はい
ちょっと前段
So yeah, it's another form of role playing here, and I want this, and Yoshi P has
作ろうという
an objective to give a strong feeling of doing it together to give that MMO feeling.
ここは水先案内人もちゃんと
And since that Island Sanctuary was a solo content, this was meant to be done together. But you'll still be able to enjoy this content solo, of course. Oh, and of course, there's also a NPC guide, I think. Yeah, like previously the little minion thingy before. Yeah, it seems that there's going to be something similar for cosmic exploration.
リアルタイムのプレイヤーの皆さんがこう移り変わりを、
はい
で一応今回も段階踏んで進んでいくっていうところはあるんですけど、ちょっと後で振り返ることができる後発の方も
ほうほうほう
みたいなことはちょっと考えているので、まあなんか最終段階しか知らんみたいなことにならないようにっていうのは今回気をつけていたりし
なるほ
ます。はい。 まあ、なのでぜひですね、全クラフターキャスター皆さん協力いただいて、あれやこれや。で、こちら具体的なミッション内容とか、
はい
じゃあ何をやったらどうなって、
は
何を貯めていったらどういその進むんだみたいな、具体的なゲームルール全体と、
はい、
ミッションとかの数々は、次回、第86回、
はい、
ロジスターターライフ、87.2特集パート2の方で、
はい、
具体的に実定周りご覧いただきながら見ていただくと思うんです。
So yeah, during each card restoration, it was more of a real life, real time thingy, where only players, were there for each step, could visibly see the development and differences. But for cosmic exploration, it's going to be very different because they want to make people to be able to look back, even if they join at the very latest stages of the game. Yeah, and as for what kind of missions and what kind of content, what kind of UI is going to look like in the game will be shown in part 2. And of course, there are also more details to follow. You look at the robot. Yeah, they are going to show what the robot allows you to do and what you can do with the robot at the next letter of the producer life. So please look forward to part 2.
確かに本当だわ。
普通に操作していただきます。大丈夫なんですよ。コックピット丸出しでも大丈夫なんです。なぜならこれで戦争をするわけではない。
So yeah, it's okay to have robot like this because you're not going to bring it to war. This is not a combat robot. Yeah.
まあもちろん、そのなんか報酬的なところとかね、雰囲気とかももう一枚見てみましょう。
You are a preview of what kind of rewards you will be getting from this content. Yeah, you get to see what it is in the screenshot. Can you imagine your warrior of light looking like this?
そうですね。
Yeah.
地球連合軍のエースパイロットみたいな。そうですね。
Yeah, it makes you look like some form of an ace pilot from some Earth Federation government thingy.
皆さん数々の SF の名作の名前を叫んで、名作名がいろいろ出てきますね。
So feel free to associate this kind of screenshot to most of the sci-fi works or movies that you have watched throughout your life. Yeah.
まあこんな感じで、まあ当然ね、これヒロシが出るということは、皆さん
そうか
手に入っていると思って、まあいろんなまた
Of course, you'll be able to get this glamour in the game.
用意しておりますし、もう一枚これは
And another new screenshot.
なんか
What is this, I wonder? Is a holograph.
じゃない感じ
A holograph of
まあ
what?
皆さんで、まああとワールド単位でってまあお話ししましたけど、
はい
まあ景評みたいな、
景評
褒めたたえるみたい
ほうこれが
な、なんかものもあるようなないような。
なるほど。
でなんかレポリットね、混ざってますね。まあそうなんですよ。要素はちょっとかなり多岐にわたってる状態。まあ確かにね、これ合体させられそうだよね。今後ともよろしくって言われそう、この後。この3人混ぜたらどうなるんですか。
You can see that these three of them in some sort of a holograph thingy. This is apparently not going to be in 7.2, but in future patches apparently.
というわけで、多数の要素があるんですが、もう一枚いきましょう。はい。
And we are going to look into one more new screenshot.
皆さんのサポートをしつつ、
So yeah, the Loporate that sits beside you, that's that's going to be the main NPC that you're going to interact throughout the content.
調査していっていただこうではないかと、はい、いうコンテンツに。
Yep. So the Loporates will be the one supporting your exploration.
まあ今日はねスクリーンショットなんですけど、開発 PLL でご紹介した上で、まあある点いくつかでですね、リリースさせていただきますので、ぜひですね、クラフターギャザラーの皆さん、ちょっと腕まくりして。
そうね。あとはこれみんなでやる系は。
So what is shown today are only screenshots, but we are almost done with the development here, so I can. So hopefully, for the next PLL, we'll be able to show it in in-game footage and show you a lot as to what you can get from this content in the next FF14. So for gatherers and crafters, if you are interested, please look forward to it.
ことになってきますので、まあ、ぜひ絵代わりも惑星自体の絵代わりっていうところも今回テーマにしておりますので、ぜひですね。
And as I said, this is only the first planet. So for the next update, we will be able to go to the next one. So another new screenshot. There's a new Loporate. What name? What kind of way it is? That's going to be secret for now.
皆さん、この宇宙との違和感。確かに。というわけで、非常に大きなコンテンツとして、
Yeah, I personally do not know what way it is, but please look forward to it.
ぜひぜひご注目いただけたらなと思っております。
はい、コスモエクスプローラーのご紹介でした。
はい。
So this concludes the introduction for Cosmic Exploration.
ここまでが、ギャザラークラフターの皆さん向けの、新しいコンテンツのざっくり紹介なんですが、続いてのコンテンツは、今度はバトル側になります。
So the next content we are going to introduce is going to be related to battle related.
探索型コンテンツ、蜃気楼の島。
So new field operations, occult Crescent. This is better content, by the way.
では、まあこのアートワークは以前ね、フェス
そうですね。
So yeah, for this artwork, this was shown in FanFest, isn't it?
今コメントで非化戦といえば暴力っていうのが見えちゃって。
どういうことですか？
バトル系が来たよって。非化戦といえばこっちだろっていうのね。
So Foxconn is getting
なので、エウレカボズヤに
was like laughing over someone's string comment saying that when it comes to better content, yeah, Warrior of Light is all about violence, so better content is what suits them.
こちらもざっくり説明から。
This will be the third installment after Eureka and Bozia.
死の三角界
So to briefly give an explanation of what occult Crescent is,
島の謎を解明していく。
you will have to read what is actually written in the screenshot, but I'll just read it out just in case. In the treacherous waters of Shades Triangle lies in the occult Crescent, an isle shrouded in mystery. Should you wish to unveil its secrets, you must explore the unmapped terrain and battle against the isle's inhabitants.
ですね。もう中人心をくすぐられるフレーズ。死の三角界。
そもそも蜃気楼の島。
本当だ。蜃気楼の島。
なので、非常に大きなエリアをプレイヤーの皆さんにドンとお届けして、そこを多数のプレイヤーの皆さんで、探索攻略していくと。
So this is another content where they will provide you a very large area, an instance of its own, where multiple players and players of all around the server can join in and explore.
これはもう明らかに到着したばっかりです。船あるし。
Isle? Okay, Isle. Oh, Isle. Okay, Isle. Right. Thank you. So yeah, a new screenshot here. Yeah, this is the entrance.
拠点になりそうとかね。
Yeah. This might be your base of operations, where the first thing you land is probably here.
島を破壊していただきたいわけで。そうではね。はい。
But please note that you are not here to destroy the island. You are here to explore the island. You are not here to do anything about it.
もう一枚。
Of course, another new screenshot. Oh.
いやー広そう。
Looks like quite a wide field here.
なんかそうですね。なんだこれ。 かいシャボン玉のような、なんでしょ
And there is
う
something
か。
big
なんでしょう。
on the sky.
何かあります。
ちょっと
Some
なんかいい
really big
っぽい
water bubble.
これ
Mm.
確かに
What it is, I wonder.
もう一枚進みましょう。はい。
But anyway, let's move on to the next screenshot.
いやーまだ大変のどかに見えますね。大変のどかに見えますね。
いい天気だし、なんか。
There's a nice weather, but
綺麗なんじゃないですか。ね、これは
looks really pretty. But somehow this looks familiar.
感覚回帰とのギャップよっていう話。
わかんない。その中に落ちた先にあるのかもしれないからね。で入ってみたら嵐。
Yeah. So well, it might be it look like what is considered a white field, but when you drop into somewhere else, yeah, it might look like something else. Yeah, and the next one, the new screenshot that's shown on the screen right now is like seems to be some sort of a place where you can fight. Who are you going to fight there?
運命圏もなんとなくね、はい、匂いが。
So beautiful, so calm.
穏やか
But
ですね
yeah,
ここまで。
from here, yeah, things do look calm up to this point. And let us look at the next new screenshot.
まあこりゃこの中探索
感のある
するんだよね。
雰囲気出てきました。
So it seems that you're going to explore that building there, right?
これ
でかいですね。
Yeah.
アラミゴの王宮ぐらい
いや、ありそうありそう。全然ありそう。
And that place is kind of huge, as large as Alam Megan Palace.
この島はどういうサイズ感なのかも気になって。
Foxglon is very, very interested in how
当然
large exactly the area
バ
is.
トルコンテンツでもありますし、
はい。
And this,
実態を皆さんでこう探索攻略していっていただくわけですから、まあ当然島内にいるモンスターとの戦闘というのはまあすぐございます。
なるほど。
はい。
of course, aside from this being an exploration content, they want to create a feeling where you are exploring the island. And this, of course, includes fighting the monsters that are, aggressive against you.
時間もあるんで、まあ晴れのねスクリーンショットばっかりですけど、 まだねネタバレもあって出すのもあるんで、
なるほど。
勘弁してい
So
ただき
please do note that they are going to show they are going to show you more
たいあります。
in future live letters, but this we have to do for now. And another new screenshot about the monsters that you're going to fight there.
そうですけど、まあこういうまあいわゆるフィールド型なので、フィールドのモンスターをまあもちろんさっきも言ったようにソロでね、チクチクやって
So yeah,
し、みんなでわーって
this
やったり
of course the place itself looks calm and tranquil, but
さ
the
らに
monsters are aggressive.
次を見ていただくと、少人数での連続バトル。
And in this content, you also get to engage in successive battles with a small party of allies.
ちょっと敵の雰囲気が怪しくなってきましたね。
And
なんか
yeah, you can pay attention that the enemy starts to get slightly a bit sinister.
危なそう。
Yeah.
突然のウサギでみんなやられます。このウサギもモンスターなのかな。
And then the string comment also asked that is that rabbit guy a monster as well? Yeah. It was a joke.
もう確かに緑だからウサギさんの違和感あんまりないですね。
Well, considering that, yeah, with this background, that rabbit guy being a monster isn't really that surprising.
あれ
Well,
色がね
and the color looks
あ
quite.
りますよね。
Mm,
ありますね。
the color is.
見たあるけど
Yeah, the color. The color looks different.
さらに
I wonder what is different.
バトルですから。
いやー、よくない。
And something more sinister and sinister appears. So
いろんなタイプのバトルを今回かなり詰め込んでおりますので、
はい。
まあこの辺っていうのはまあフィールドで、どんどんやってっていただくことになりますし、
those are the monsters that you will encounter at the vast fields of land.
おー、
Of course, there are also enemies within the
大
building.
規模な
なるほどね
ボスバトル せんと思う。
And this will be
これさ、
this kind of battle will be a large scale apparently, where you get to join forces with your fellow Avengers in the large scale boss battles.
1個だけ残るのかと思いきや、このわかんないじゃん。この十字が急に高速回転しだすかもしれないし。
So please take note that although the indicator is just a cross, but it might not be a cross. It may change shape halfway, or it might rotate, slowly rotate, and trying to approach you to damage you and so on. You might think that there's only one rock that remains, but what if this cross AoE suddenly starts rotating? Yeah.
待っとるね。
待っとりますね、皆さん。
待っとりますね。気持ちよさそうに待っとります。
And you get to see the next screenshot where everyone gets stomped
なんかね、
off the land.
い
Yeah.
ろんなものが気になりますね。
気になりますね。
Nice timing for the screenshot.
そうなんですよね。左下になんか亀の甲羅がね、
甲羅がある。
あるんですよね。
And if you're paying attention to the screenshot, there is a turtle shell at the left side of the screenshot. I wonder what that is.
これは一体どうなる？
I wonder what that is actually.
これまでの坊主屋までの経験を生かして双方の良かったところ、逆に悪かったところはやめて、
はいはい。
So taking in feedback from the players for content for past contents like this,
まだございます。
there are
人数
things where we retain the positive aspects of it and do away with the element as negative aspects.
そうどっちのことかなみたいな。
But still, it's still a content that is created for a max amount of content. So if you have any feedbacks or anything, please feel free to give a feedback to them.
確かに強いですね。
そうね。
分かってる。
Another new screenshot.
うん。
さあ、同じポーズ。一人だけ違うポーズを取ってるやつの前がアンチです。わかるか？まあいろんな
So when you look at it, that each and every of the
でやっぱり
amount of bosses here are doing the same pose, but there's only one person who's doing a completely different pose. Maybe that is the safe spot.
全体で協力してやっていくタイプのレイドみたいなので、まあ、大変ね、バルデションアーセナル。
ああはい。
今もなお、実は韓国版とか中国版もそうですけど、コミュニティがあってこうどんどん新しい人クリア目指していこうみたいなところもあってですね、
はい
今回初っ端から、ございます。
ほう。
レイドもあります。今回1枚見ていきましょう。
So with the implementation of this content, this whole challenge a raid with a group of up to 48 players will be available at the start of this content.
これはまたいろんなね、ちょっとね、敵はあれなんで、いろんな、なんだろうな、仕掛けをやってってもらわなきゃいけないんだけど、あんまり出せないけど、次、
And showing another new screenshot.
なんか使うんでしょう。
Yeah, to join this 48-man raid, Yoshipi apparently hints that there's going to be something special that's required to trigger it, but things are not finalized for now. So
何人が
apparently he wasn't too sure about it too. So
落ちるのか。まあなのでちょっと良いところをできるだけ集めて、最新のとにかくたくさんの人たちでいろんな楽しみ方をしていくというコンセプトで今回作っておりますので、まあバトルコンテンツ、まあ各種バトルたくさんございますというのがまずここまでの。
So yeah, you get to
切り除けながら、
the battle design team has been very busy with the battle designs here. Yeah, and there are various amounts of battle created for it, so please look forward to it.
こっちは触れておこうと思います。お願いします。ちょっと大丈夫かな。はい。
So next, they are going to touch about the system, the better system that comes with the occult crescent. So yeah, we really put in a variety of different kinds of better contents so into this, so anyone can have something they will enjoy doing together with others. Okay, first off, for the better system of occult crescent, okay, about leveling. First off, to enter, players must have a disciple of war or magic at level 100. So have one job at level 100. And while exploring the occult crescent, players will be able to raise their knowledge level, greatly influencing the outcome of the battles against the creatures of the isle.
そしてちらっとお話しした要素として、今回ですね、この
So next off,
プレゼントアイルの中だけ、なんですが、
they are going to explain a little bit of what's going to be required when you go inside the building.
システムとして存在しておりまして、
A new system called Phantom
独
Jobs.
自のジョブっていうものがあります。
On this isle, the players will have access to unique jobs known as Phantom Jobs.
ジョブをサポートジョブに設定することで、メインジョブ
And when equipped, they will grant players new actions that can be used with their main job.
アクションとか特性っていうのが使えるようになって
And by using this support job, you'll be able to use unique abilities that are available only for the job.
書いてますね。
はい、サポートすっぴんって
そうね。
ファンフリーランス
So when you look at it, you can see that it's called support freelancer.
これが先日来話題のサポートジョブ。
そうですね。で、
Support actions and support traits. So this is the fabled support job that was mentioned by Yoshi-P during the walk with Yoshi-P segment, the live stream last time.
まあメインジョブ今コンテンツに
Now, so they're going to give you an example where imagine that when you're entering this isle, your main job is a warrior. Let's say if you put a phantom job where you're a monk,
カウンターとかが
you gain access to actions such as phantom kick and occult counter, which improves your offensive capabilities.
でさらにサポートジョブで銀融指示、
はい、
そうすると体力の歌などが使用
So, for example, if you are going to equip a phantom job of bard, you will gain access to actions such as mighty march, which improves your supportive capability.
これを、考えていこうか
So the one that's shown in the screenshot are examples of what it will be.
FF5 のね
This system will be familiar to players if you actually play Final Fantasy V.
高井宏が初めて関わった
Yep, and Final Fantasy V is the first Final Fantasy where
東内
Takai Hiroshi, the vice, not the vice, the sub director
で
of A Realm Reborn, yeah, worked in this game.
はい。
ジョブどんなのあるのというのを
はい
ちょっと最後にお知らせ
Rather than to say that duty action is more like Final Fantasy V, if you haven't been playing Final Fantasy V, I highly recommend you play it.
おい
So
おい
yeah.
14に実装されてない
本当ですよ。聞いたことないのばっかり出てきましたけど。
These are the amount of support jobs that will be available for you to explore and experiment
まあ
as you enter the isle and explore further about it. It seems that there are so many jobs that I haven't heard of, so it's not even in the game yet.
まあファイナルファンタジー14ってやっぱりこう MMORPG なので、この先ね 8.0 その先ねって言ってまあジョブっていうのはまあできるだけこう新しいジョブを足して本編側に出していこうと思うんですけど、やっぱ思い出にあるんだけどなかなか MMORPG としての14のメカニクスにちょっと活かしづらいやっぱ歴代ジョブっていうのがあるんですよね。例えば時魔同士とかってやっぱりヘイストとかストップとかさ、使えてなんぼじゃん、でもさバトルコンテンツで さボスギミック時間停止されたらさ
ストップは
そうなんですよ。でもストップが単なる攻撃魔法とかだとなんか違うじゃない、
そうですね。
なので
なるほど。
尖ったそのものを
はい。
ここにいろいろ我々の欲望のままに
なるほど。ここでなら好きで
そうそう
放題やってくれたまえ。
なんかサポージョブ系のアクション5個までとかあったら、
はい。
いいんじゃね結構好き勝手やってみたいな。
は
ローテーション考えてさ他のジョブとのバランスを取ろうとすると無理だけど、こう壊れスキルをここだったら入れても
なるほど。
それ以上に敵側を、
はい、
そのいろいろやれば
確かに
面白くできるだろうっていう。
So basically, what Yoshipi said here is that for jobs that are kind of outlier, what they consider to be outlier, like for instance, Time Mage, where in Final Fantasy V, Time Mage is popular for their abilities such as haste, slow, and stop. But if you are trying to implement haste, like haste, slow, and stop magics in Final Fantasy XIV, it won't work very well because in better content, in MMORPG better content, it's like when you cast, for example, when you cast a stop on the enemy, then you're just going to end up stopping the enemy. The enemy can't even do mechanics and all that. It's going to be extremely broken in normal content. So they couldn't find a way to blend the job that is very memorable and how do you call it? Popular, memorable, and holds a very strong identity in the Final Fantasy single-player series. However, if they are to implement this kind of job in a specific content where they can do whatever they want, things can be different, where they can utilize things a lot differently. Like for instance, if Time Mage, using the same example for Time Mage, let's say if they want to use haste, stop, or slow on only the particular content in their particular MMORPG where you can only use it in this particular content, then it might seem fun to do and actually fulfills the job fantasy that people have been wanting in the main game but couldn't be implemented due to many reasons. So to summarize it up, FF14 is an MMO after all. So looking in the future, where we want to implement these new jobs in 8.0 and beyond, of course, there will be jobs that they want to implement. Then they have to think of how to implement in the game so that it's balanced and compatible with the job paradigm that is available in Final Fantasy XIV. But for some players that are obviously jobs from past FF series that have a lot of memories with, it creates a situation where unfortunately some of the jobs simply just wouldn't fit the concept of an FF as an MMO. Yeah, so to summarize one more time, like using Time Mage as an example, using like haste, slow, or stop in this particular main content will not fit or doesn't really feel balanced, and it may seem broken at all. So it may create a job balance where everyone will be just using the job because this job has a particular sim ability that is extremely broken, that like doesn't really do anything much in the single player game, but is extremely broken in the MMO setting, etc., etc., etc. But we did think, maybe in this kind of content as a Phantom and support job, maybe we can go a little crazy about it. So there's a difference between implementing classic Final Fantasy jobs in a MMO setting versus implementing in the single player setting. Yep. So please do note that this kind of content, the Phantom jobs and all that, including the support skill set and its traits, will be updated as the patch goes. So next will be weapon enhancements. So we got a lot of feedback from around the world that players wanted a few exploration content like this. So we are going to cater to them. We listen to them and we try to put it in as much as we can.
初心に帰ることから始めました。
ほう、初心に
はい。アートマっていうものがあって、
振り返りましたか、それ。
いや別にいいんじゃない？アートマでも。はい。俺は好きだったよ。みんなで一生懸命。
So for this weapon enhancement, they always get feedbacks from the players that, some of the weapons for the time, pay time to win content that, this weapon side quests are a little bit too much. There are too many things to do, and it takes too much time and effort to create this particular weapon that may serve as a glamour in the future. That only works and is relevant for only some time, but irrelevant in the future. And then now, because of this, they're trying to make it easy so that people don't feel so stressed about creating them. And this time, people are going to say that, oh, you make it easy, so it's a bit too easy. Please do note that this kind of balance is very difficult to find, and we are doing our very best to do it. Yeah, it's very difficult to find the balance. So this time, for weapon enhancement, we went back to the beginning instead. So what if there are masks? Well, it isn't exactly Atma this time. You are not going to create what is so-called Atma weapon. So in this patch 7.x patch series, 2 methods will be available for weapon enhancement. First of all, you have to explore the occult crescent for the relic weapon. First of all, you can upgrade this weapon enhancement through occult crescent. However, the details won't be divulged at the later date. It will be divulged at part 2. So, since that the last relic weapon is not really a relic weapon, where you just do existing content and get tomestones, and upgrade them through tomestones, they are going to dial it back and go back to the beginning, where instead of doing content, get tombstone and just upgrade the weapon as it is, they're going to make it something different. And they're going to provide you 2 methods, which is explore the Echo Crescent, or you can adjust existing activities just as usual to do it. They are trying to make it slightly challenging this time. How challenging it is, I do not know. Because Yoshipi isn't really giving any details for now, so you will have to stay tuned for more details in the next letter live. Yeah, although they are going to tell you 2 methods here, how it will look like exactly is going to be revealed in the later date. But yeah, Yoshipi is aware that when it comes to every media tour, the feedback was kind of similar from all around the world, that people wanted something more engaging and memorable. So previously, as explained by Yoshipi, they tried to make it so that as long as you do existing content, you can just, obtain the weapon by paying tomestones, and you can just upgrade it through paying the tomestones and upgrade your weapon further. But this resulted in a little bit too loose and too easy, too repetitive, and so on. So this is something that they are aware. They are aware.
まあそうなんですよね。定常って言ったんで、
はい
スルッと前半言いましたけど、普通にメイド来ますからね。
本当ですよ。そうですね。
7.2 のね、
はい、
ノーマル形式5区もあって
そりゃそう
ですから、でね、息つく暇もなく、
はい、
ギャザクラになって惑星飛んでいかねばならんとは、
いや本当に
ね、蜃気楼の
星を発展させ
島に行かなきゃいけないし、ということで、まあ、こちらね、7.2 に全部同時実装じゃなくて、ちょっと順々にコンテンツオープンのところを取らせていただこうと思います。
Of course, whatever content that has been introduced up to this point, including cosmic exploration and
パート2はちょっと
Crescent Out,
読めない。
is not going to be available straight up from the 7.2. It's going to be implemented in phases, just as usual. For details on when which content will be implemented and which patch will be revealed in later date. Yep.
ということで、
They will make an announcement on the matter. So,
おりますが、最後締める
yep.
前に
With that, we are approaching the end of the live letter.
こちらを確認していきたいと思います。もう少々お付き合いください。
Yep. And follow off will be miscellaneous announcements.
動画です。どうぞ。
And a few announcements to be made, but first of all, we have a video.
はい、ということで、ファイナルファンタジー14とインスタックスチェキのコラボでございます。
First, Final Fantasy XIV is making a collaboration with Fujifilm
2月20
with a certain specific product called Instax.
7.18 でインスタントカメラを構えて写真撮影をするエモートが追加されます。
はい。
Yep. In collaboration with Instax, the instant camera from Fujifilm, we are delighted to introduce an all-new emote with the release of patch 7.18, which is scheduled for Tuesday, February 2025. Stay tuned to the Lodestone for a screenshot sweepstakes on X to celebrate this snap happy collaboration.
そうですし、チェキのデザインもですね、
ね、
どうしても極限そのままっていうより、ちゃんと馴染むデザインにしたい。私がいろいろうるさくこだわらせていただきました。各所確認をいただいて作れました。まあグルポがありますんでね。
そうですね。
スクリーンショットをガチで撮るときはグルポで撮っていただくんですけど、
そうね。
これはあくまでみんなでその雰囲気を作っていくロールプレイアイテムのような
そうそう
面白いですよね。映るんですっていうコメントがですね、結構な数流れており、チェキだって素早く反応してる人と、映るんですみたいなのと、大変ちょっと面白い。
幅広いジェネレーションの皆さんにお楽しみいただけれますね。
まあというわけで、詳細はですね、
はい、
この後出てまいりますので、
出てまいりますね。はい。
Details will be revealed later.
このチェキとのコラボレーションということもあるので、皆さんにスクリーンショットをですね、いろいろ撮っていただいて、そういったキャンペーンというのを、大々的にやろうと思っておりますので、ぜひですね、紹介をいただければと思います。
はい、よろしくお願いいたします。はい、それでは続いて次のお知らせこちらです。こちらも新しいお知らせです。
And second, a new announcement. Oh yeah, regarding the Final Fantasy XIV with an Instax collaboration, it will be revealed in Lodestone very soon, so check it out. So followed by a new announcement for Final Fantasy XI announcing the Echoes of One Deal discount campaign.
の方もキャンペーン対象となっておりますので、これもこの後今日、トピックスが公開されますので、こちらの方をご覧ください。
So the details of this is already announced in the Lodestone topics tab, so please check it out if you are interested in Final Fantasy XI, that is.
素晴らしい世界を今本当一人でも楽しめるようにっていうアップデートで相当な数のプレイヤーの方がソロでも楽しんでくださってるので、まあ興味はあったんだけど実はやってなかったんだよね、という方もぜひ一度ですね、訪れていただきたい まあさっきサポジョブに反応していて頭がって言ってる方の原点とかちょっとわかるかもしれない。
So for this Final Fantasy 11 campaign here, it might create some sort of a PTSD or trigger the PTSD of certain players who are players of Final Fantasy 11 and is very familiar with the support jobs, so-called phantom jobs, support job mechanic, and this Echoes of Vanadil is considered to be the origin point of that particular support job. So if you are interested in checking Final Fantasy 11, please feel free.
ぜひぜひプレイをしてみていただけると
やってみてください。
はい。
はい。ということで、構造バーニル割引のお知らせでした。
はい。
はい。それでは続いて参りましょう。続いてこちらです。どうぞ。はい。小池屋ドンタコスコラボレーション。
So if you are interested, let's move on to the next announcement. The Koikea Don Tacos collaboration throughout the taco set.
ドンタコスの30周年を記念して。
Yeah, we have received positive feedback about Juno from players who played Final Fantasy 11 before, so we thought that this might also be a good opportunity to make entry into the world a little easier for 14 players. Exactly right. Yep. Anyway, comes to this potato chips. If you're interested, please feel free to import it from Japan. I think it's importable. Yeah. And if you are interested in checking out what exactly is in the tacos, please check the Koikea website, and or you can access the link below for more information and more details.
制作中のサンプルがございますので、ちょっと画面の方を皆さん今
中身は真っ白。
予約されてますよね。予約されると何が
And now they are showing you how the package looks like.
でもデザインはこれ
ちゃんと
ちゃんとトラルデタコ
になってる。
でこの中に
And this is showing you the package here.
14デザインのこの4種類のデザイン、ね、4パッケージに加えまして、
And showing you
定番のフレーバーの都合
package, and also showing you the 2 special edition. Wow, that's kind of a lot of design. Apparently, there are 4 Final Fantasy flavors and 2 of their default ones. 6 in total.
もともとどんなことのキャラだったんじゃないのぐらい
Nice.
ハマり具合だよねこれ。このままオフィシャルに使ってくんないかな。ハマってるよねこれ完全に。
裏にモロコス様のメッセージをついてるんですけど、なかなかのこと言ってるんですよ、モロコス様。
これは読んだら商品性が落ちますか？
Yeah, and they really look cute, so it should be the official design as well. Yoshi-P is really positive of it.
ほいじゃあこのカーシを食べてみんしゃい。わしの身を練って焼き上げたザクザクの薄皮に肉の旨味とスパイスをあれこれ加えたドンタコス。人は誰でも生まれてきたんなら幸せにならにはいけん。じゃけようけドンタコス食って腹も心も満たしてほしいんじゃ。よろしゅう頼むでの。自称トウモロコシの精霊モロコシ様からでした。
で、このね、わしの身を練ってってモロコス様まさかのそうね。
They are basically just reading the text that is written in the product itself. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoy his reading. Yeah.
これもうフィックス。
はい、これがこの中に。
Apparently they are going to eat the chips, which we can't really relate.
うまっ。
うまい。
Yep.
これはうまいぞ。いいですね。いいですね。
Yeah, Foxconn was really reading the package description of Mr. Corn. The one that the Cornservant that you see in the game. Yep. That's what he was reading.
モロコス様の味がしっかりする上に、なんでしょうね。これもサルサソースで味付けされてて肉感もちょっとあるみたいな、なんていうか、いい。このロネークステーキ HQ 風味 うまい。
前回高口さん来た時にワインって残ってないんでしょ。
酒が欲しくなるね。
いや
酒が進む味。
これビール好きたまんないでしょ。
たまんね。ビー
これ
ル。ビール。
赤ワイン欲しい。
Apparently, Yoshipi recommends eating this chip with beer.
これは買いですね。
うまい。
2月17日までとなっております。
But corn chips really do go well with beer, so.
美味しい。めちゃめちゃ美味しい。
やばい。
I can imagine.
今日はワインない。
Random thought. I wonder how many other sponsorships they're going to introduce. Enjoy Red Coco Chocobo Cola. Depends on how many companies they approach Square Enix and CS3 during that period, I guess. If there's a lot of products to be introduced, they will actually introduce it in
という
stream.
ことで、小池やドンタコスのコラボ
It's required of the client as well.
次参りましょう。続いてもう一つコラボのお知らせです。
はいはい。
And another announcement of the collaboration.
ファイナルファンタジー14とブラックミルク。
This is an announcement of the collaboration for Final Fantasy XIV and Black Milk.
世界観が融合した特別なデザイナーズコレクションが多数発売ということで、こちら詳しくはトピックスご覧いただければと思うんですが、かなり今回
Although if you want to learn more about this Final Fantasy XIV with Black Milk collaboration, you can actually check their Lodestone, which I'm pretty sure that it was already announced. It was already available somewhere, and I'm pretty sure that people who are interested should have already checked it out. Oh. What? Oh, the stress. See, like I said, they're going to depending on how many sponsors and companies approach Square Enix here, they are going to introduce it on the stream. And yeah. Is the Moses store already? Would you like to write on their stream right now and say that this is already sold out? Maybe they might consider. Can Yoshida even wear it? Oh wow, he actually wore it. And he actually looks good with it. What the fuck? Oh, wait. Yoshipi looking dapper. You do it? Yeah, please do. Ask them to restock. Actually, even though if you are actually telling Yoshipi about it, I don't think there's anything that he can do. This is something that you should actually tell Black Milk, not Yoshipi. Okay, I gotta admit that Yoshipi actually looks good with it. What the fuck? Dear Lord, Yoshipi actually looks good with it. What the hell? You know what this? You know this announcement isn't exactly. This announcement isn't exactly bad. You know, we get to see Yoshipi be really good with it. Rocks, man.
で、こちらラインナップ結構種類ありまして、
Oh, there are various.
求めには
Okay, yeah. There are a lot of variations for this lineup.
ご覧
Sure.
の URL とか、あと X のポストとかいろいろ出てますので、そちらを見ていただければいいんですが、ものによりですね、現在すでに売り切れ状態になっているものが、
Yeah. Foxconn already mentioned that some of them have already sold out.
そちらサイト見ていただくと、
Yeah, some of them are already sold out. That's what
リ
Foxconn
クエストが多い
mentioned.
ものを再生産してもらえる可能性とかもありますので、
Oh,
販売
there is also a consideration of restocking it if if there's demand for it.
欲しいなと思った方は、
If you're interested in the dress and all that, yeah, you might want to let Black Milk know
ぜ
that you want them restocked so that you can buy it.
ひ見てみていただければと思いますので、よろしくお願いいたします。
So if you're interested in checking it out, please do.
ということで、
Some design and sizes might be sold out already, but there will be more stock added. Yup, exactly that.
ブラックミルクのご紹介。これあれなんですよね。ちょうど先日パックスオーストラリア行ったじゃないですか。そしたらブラックミルクブースが ドーンとあって、いろんなコラボのアパレルを売っていて、すごく。
Yep. They Fox Clone and Yoshi apparently went to Black Milk store during Melbourne when they were there.
なるほど。マネキンにちゃんと服を着せて。
そうなんですよ。
はい、ということで、ブラックミルクとのコラボのご紹介でした。もう一個。
Anyway, that ends the
はい、こちらです。
introduction of this collaboration. Next will be the Blu-ray disc and special box for the Primus Live in Japan, Darkest Before Dawn. This live was available streaming when it was conducted, so if you enjoyed the concert by watching the stream, you might want to buy the Blu-ray disc or the special box if you are a fan of the Primals.
これは大変盛り上がりましたので、ぜひね、行った方も記念にいいですし、行けなかったという方もですね。はい。
Yeah, for those who didn't go to the concert and has the ability to watch Blu-ray disc with your PlayStation 5, you might want to consider purchasing it.
私も別に
That is if you are a very avid fan of the Primals, and if you are interested in purchasing it, please do so.
終わった喉が枯れていたっていう。
不思議なこともあるもんですね。
その吉田のバトボが収録されているかどうかは私は存じております。はい。
なぜかコメントで特定のフレーズが。
Yep, he wasn't even on stage, but Yoshi P lost his voice to after the event. Yep, everyone who goes to the live will definitely lose his voice.
確かそれに8って書いてあった。8が何を意味する？XS だそう。
ちょっとおじさん嬉しくなってきたよ。XS ですって。さっきの私が来た。
ちなみに。
Oh, by the way, just miscellaneous info. That code, the code that Yoshi P wear just now, it was apparently XS, so really small.
我々も XS を着れる時代が。
So same for the one that the T-shirt that Fox Clone was wearing. Yeah, also XS apparently.
タイミングで。はい。
Yeah, for me, if I were to wear it, I definitely need double XL or above.
そうそう。あと1個。
はい。
Yeah.
そうシーズナルイベントなんですけど、
はい。
まあちょっとこれパワポはない口頭でお伝えしていこうと思うんですけど、
はい。
シーズナルイベントって毎回こう開催近くなってくると毎回アートワークとともに
はいはいはい。
告知が出ていく。
出ます。
アートワークに関してなんですけど、
はい。
随分ここまで、
はい、
我々長きにわたりシーズナルイベントを作ってきておりました。そうですね。
お
毎回その楽しそうな雰囲気をお伝えするアートを一生懸命作ってきたんですが、
はいはいはい、まあ毎年来ますね。
テーマで何回書くねんみたいな。
それはそう。
で、
So this announcement pertains.
イベントの楽しそうな雰囲気を伝えるために、ちょっと NPC を解禁したので、
なるほど。
なのでアートワークに暁のメンバーとかが
なるほど
出てきたりします。その楽しそうな雰囲気をお伝えするためにこのシーズナルにこのキャラとこのキャラが参加してたらねみたいな。ただ当然ゲーム内でいきなりその人たちが出てくるわけじゃないので、
なるほどなるほど。
いやもしかしたら出てくる可能性も今後ないわけじゃないけど、いないやんけってちょっとならないようにしていただきたいなと思って、なのであり得た景色みたいな感じで、昔の時のイメージで作ったアートを描いたりとか、ちょっといろんなことをまたやっていこうと思ってますので。
これは近々そうなるんですか？
プリンセスデーからかな？プリンセスデーのアートは上がったんですけど、結構懐かしいキャラクターが懐かしいキャラというか。
So what Yoshi say here is that you remember that each time whenever there's a seasonal events going on in the game, there will be artworks promoting it, and each time when there's a new seasonal event, the art team will draw an artwork for to promote the event. And considering that we are already having this game for over 10 years, and most of the time whenever there's seasonal events, there will be artwork for it. You can imagine that there's such a large amount of artworks created for it. And all of them are different and unique. They are not being reused or recycled at every single point. So for now, there is a little bit change in direction for the artworks where they have unlocked the scions to appear, as in the member of scions, Yashtola, Sankret, Alfino, Alize. They have unlocked the scions to appear on those artworks in the future. But please note that the scions that appear will only appear in the artwork. Please note that they are going to appear in the artwork, and it doesn't mean that they are going to appear in the game. But you cannot discount the entire notion that, they are not going to make scions appear in that event as well. They are going to appear, but that is going to depend on whether the scenario team as well as Yoshipi thinks it's appropriate for them to appear in the event. Yeah. So in the future, you might see the members of Scions to begin appearing in starting Princess Day event, which is going to be very soon. Yeah. The Princess Day event is in Japanese, so the English is Little Ladies Day. Yeah. So you are going to, well, for those who are a fan of Scions, you might be happy listening about this news, because the Scions will also appear in seasonal events, which they haven't before. Because seasonal events were always something players of M skill progressions could participate in, it was difficult to allow certain NPCs to show up during the events. Yeah, and that could lead to confusion and plot holes. So if they can't appear in the events, then they must have their reason for doing so. So for now, this is a little bit of a seasonal event changes and tidbits or behind the scenes talk from them. Yep. With that concludes the announcement, and we are entering the end of producer live letter. Yeah. And the next producer live letter will be very long. It's going to be very long producer live letter, so please be prepared. Please get ready. For me, will have to get my throat ready, of course. The next PLL is not going to be very far in the future. It's going to be somewhere around March, I think, or during February, or somewhere around there. For now. Now is probably the time where everyone is getting very excited for the next new Monster Hunter title. Monster Hunter Wilds, I think. Yeah. So Yoshi hopes that with the upcoming games they're going to release in the future, we hope that you can enjoy them with the fullest of your life, and hopefully you enjoy games before coming back to Final Fantasy XIV again. That's it for the live letter, and we are approaching the end of the segment. Thank you very much for attending, and thank you. Okay, it's done. Thank you, Luna. Thank you everyone for joining for today. Thank you very much. How long has it been for this live letter? How many hours has it been now? No. How many hours has it been? Oh my god. 2.5 hours? Yeah, I've been speaking for 2.5 hours now. Yeah. My throat is getting dry. Really dry. Okay, anyway, thank you everyone for joining, and thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed the letter for the producer live for today. And oh dear, did I just okay, 2.5 hours. That's really long. Okay, anyway, thank you, and have a nice weekend, everyone. Thank you for joining. For those who are not really keen in commenting or anything, never mind. Hopefully you enjoyed this producer live letter, and I will see you again next time. Hopefully the next live letter will be enjoyable one, and also easier for my throat. Yeah, considering it's mostly just in-game footage and all that, I don't think there will be much to translate as well. Yeah. So enjoy your weekend. See you in near future. The stream will end in few seconds. So thank you very much for attending today. Goodbye. Two and a half hours. Oh my god, that's long. Long as hell.